There we go. So again, I'll thank you all for being here. I've said thank you in the email and in my posts and in the stories. And I'm sorry. There is more people waiting. So, okay, hold on. All right, here we go. So thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. I was really guided very strongly last month to gather the light warriors that are here on earth. And you know, many of you feel called to some way, whether you identify yourself as a light worker, a light warrior, a light leader, anyone of the light, you know you have light within yourself, and you felt called to kind of gift back to whatever you can, however you can, right? Some of you are very clear on knowing how you're serving, and others are just like, I don't know, but it sounds like it's something I want to be part of. There's something inside of me that wants to be part of this mission, that is like feeling a draw and a connection, a resonance, a remembering to this kind of work. So I really, really, really want to, again, heartfully say thank you and acknowledge you in that feeling, in that guidance, and following whatever feelings that you had. Even if you were just curious, you were here for a reason, and you're so capable of everything. So sometimes we have these thoughts that I can't possibly give back. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, I'm not psychic, I don't have these things. But the truth is, every single person, whether they are aware of it or not, has an equal amount of light, an equal amount of access. You're not more light than the other. We are all connected, and we are all very, very equal in that light. And at least that's, you know, that's the way I see it, and that's kind of the guidance that I get. And so for me, this was a way to gather us together, because we are stronger together. And as this world is waking up, so to speak, we're going through this awakening, or just this awareness that there's more, that there's something else that maybe you're starting to remember or feel or get curious about, that when we gather together, our light is stronger. And now more than ever, with so much uncertainty, so much change happening, shift happening, to bigger structures, not just within, but with these bigger social structures that we're seeing huge shifts and changes in, we are able to come and just offer the light that we carry to all of it. And when we do offer the light, we are paving a way, we are creating a pathway in the light, so that while there's other frequency energies, doesn't matter what we're doing, is we're setting an intention, we're setting a focus, we're offering what we have in support of the light. And I love that so much. And it's so beautiful that we can come together in that way. When I sit down sometimes to meditate, and I kind of can see the light kind of moving forward, I see it all over the world. There's millions of us here to shine our light. So again, you may be doing that just in your every single day life without needing to be aware of it. However, when we come with an intention to shine, when we come collectively, especially, again, that's going to enhance it. But when we are just intentionally sitting down to shine our light, to offer our light, then it is magnified, it is strengthened. So while you are sharing your light every day just by living, you don't have to do anything at all to fulfill that purpose of shining your light. So while you're already doing it, when you sit, whenever, whether it's right now, or if you choose to do this later on, tomorrow, anytime, if you are more intentional about it, then you will expand that light, that strength, and strengthen that frequency. So I just wanted to really share that, because you are so powerful, and you are so very, very capable with emitting a certain frequency. So feel free anytime that you feel called to shine your light, even if you're like, I don't know if I'm doing it, I don't know what's going on, I don't know if it's happening. Just by you intending it to be so, it's working. So I thank you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come within ourselves a little bit. And for everybody, that could be different. So you might want to close your eyes. We're going to just focus on our breath, taking a nice deep breath in. Doesn't matter if it's in through your nose or not. Just nice deep breath in. Exhale, we'll let it go with a sigh. We'll do one more. Nice deep breath in. Let it go with a sigh. And you can just continue your breath now easily. While we do that, I'm just going to light some sage. I use sage, white sage, and it is from a really great source. If a smudge or clearing is something that you practice or you would like to practice, know that you can. Again, if you're using white sage, please make sure that it's coming from a good, fair, trade, sustainable source. And otherwise, you could use things from your garden. Rosemary is fantastic. Lavender is beautiful. You just use whatever is available to you. And the way I work with it, I just say thank you to it. I say thank you to the spirit of the plant as it's offering protection and all sorts of other things. So I just say thank you. All right. So again, we're just going to, as we continue to focus on our breath, somewhat effortless cycle, you may connect to the rise and fall of your own body, your belly, your chest. Maybe you feel it in your shoulders. We're going to really anchor our energy down to the earth. I like to do this every time. So we're going to say thank you to the earth. We're going to show love for the earth. And as we send our love to the earth, you can imagine there are roots growing from your feet, from your legs, all the way down into the center of the earth. And if you're having a difficult time imagining that's happening, then just leave that. Just say thank you to the earth. Thanking the earth for all that she's given us, everything we have, all the vegetables, soil, even just the earth itself. For every step that we take, we are supported by the earth in some way. As we continue to say thank you and show our love for the earth and have our roots growing deep down into the earth, there's a crystal right at the very center of the earth. You can wrap your roots around. You can pretend that it's happening, envision it, or simply just decide that it is. We'll feel then, or just know, that the love is returning to us from the earth, moving up through those roots, or perhaps just entering our systems, moving through our bones, our skeletal system, moving up through the energetic meridians of the body. This is helping us to just really anchor down and tap into that unlimited source of love and energy. We create the pathway through gratitude and love, and so nothing but gratitude and love gets to come through. feel that energy moving right up to your heart. And again, if you're like, I don't feel anything, you can just decide that it is. And then from your heart, it's just going to pump it around the rest of your body, the rest of your being, your physical and your energetic body. So just allowing that grounding to take place. And this is a beautiful place to remain if you feel comfortable and you would like to open up to the sky. We're opening up kind of the crown chakra, the energetic portal, just above the head, at the crown of the head, to just open up to that beautiful energy of the sky. Again, you can send love to the sky, to the stars, to the moon, to the sun, to the clouds, the planets, and then feel that love returning to you from all parts of the universe and beyond. But just know that simply by anchoring down to the earth, that is enough. So do whatever feels most comfortable to you. And from here, you're just going to place a hand over your heart if that's comfortable. Using that hand as a touch point, a reference for your mind to connect. As the light that we shine comes through our heart. So with that hand on your heart, you can, perhaps you're already feeling very illuminated. If not, then just start small. Can you sense or feel or pretend or know the spark that always exists within your heart? You could pretend or envision it expanding. I like to use my breath, and I envision that light kind of like a lung. So as I breathe in, it expands. And while it may contract just a little bit, it continues to grow and expand with each breath in. So continue to grow that. Grow that light. And remember, you don't have to see it. You don't have to actually feel it. Pretending is absolutely enough. Just deciding it is so is absolutely enough. You can continue keeping your hand on your heart. You can release it if you're comfortable. Just whatever feels supportive to you. And now we're going to envision the earth, the entire world. Just envision the earth right in front of you. Make it small enough that you can see all the way around. And around this earth will be some sort of a grid. It might look a little cage-like. It might look like an actual grid, like a grid paper, kind of around the earth, in however way you decide. And we're going to send that light from our heart that's tapped into that unlimited source. We're going to send that light from our heart to the grid. And as we do, the grid around the world is just going to light up beautifully, just like a switchboard. And again, we're just casting that light out from our heart, kind of like a Care Bear stare. Feel free to just sigh, let out your breath however you need to. Again, if you're unsure, if you're like, Kristina, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, you are. You are here, you are present, and I'm so appreciative to you. You're absolutely doing it. You can just be aware of the feelings in your own body, maybe the sensations. Perhaps you feel an openness or the waves of love moving through you. Maybe it's something completely different. That's welcome too. Just be aware. As we're all just shining directly from our heart. This is a pure love vibration as it moves through the light that's within our hearts, that we all carry and that connect us all. By now you might see that grid a little clearer, maybe not. It doesn't mean that one's better than the other, whether you see it or not. But you might sense it clearer. Perhaps you see all of the lights around the world, or not. That's okay. Keep shining. Maybe you feel a little calmer than you did at the beginning. Maybe you feel good. Maybe you feel warm. Like I said, we're shining as an offering. We're shining our light in service to the bigger grid, the greater collective. But as we lift the collective, we are part of it, and so we'll feel it too. As you continue, I just really want to say again, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for donating your time, your light, your energy. It is so seen and acknowledged by so many unseen supporters. Thank you for your work and thank you for your light. Each of you holds a piece, a special and important part of our future. And as you're shining your light together, you're unlocking. You're unlocking new pathways, new possibilities, new outcomes. So we thank you. On behalf of the light, we thank you. It's just a little channeled message from our friends. So we can decide that we will continue to allow this light to flow through. Remember, we're not giving our personal energy. We are allowing the light that we all carry to be illuminated and move through us. So while we start with the spark within to open, it's the energies that we're connected to the earth and to each other that's allowing this flow to happen. So we can, again, allow for it to continue as it needs to. I'll invite you now to just spend a few moments visualizing harmony, love, laughter, anything that you choose, that you wish for the world. Perhaps it's dancing. Maybe it's just something to help you feel a certain way. Maybe it's lush forests and clear running water. Beautiful. Thank you. We'll keep those visions. We'll hold those visions for the earth. And really just to seal this, really send it off with your energetic imprint. We're going to use sound to really anchor it down from you to the world. And everyone's in a different situation in terms of where they are right now. So if you're not able to sound, that's okay. Even if it's a hum, though, that's perfect. We're going to again take a nice deep breath. You can exhale with a sigh. That too is sound and that works. We'll start with a hum, a light hum, and let it really come from your throat. Your throat is connected to your heart. So we're going to breathe in, whatever pitch way you'd like to. Continue with the hum, and you're sending the hum along with your visions, your offering to the world. You could take that hum into a sound, a vowel sound, if you're comfortable to. If not, humming is perfect, or sighing is still perfect. Really channel in your light from your heart this time. We'll just finish with one more. Beautiful. So allow that energy, that vibration of your sound to connect, to collaborate with the light energy from your heart, with the vision that you offered and you shared for the world. And just allow it all layers to integrate and just settle in. If you're still holding that vision of the earth with that beautiful grid around it, just really see it casting everything in, almost like paper mache onto the grid. I'm just going to seal everything up. We can begin to, you can choose to bring your light back to your heart so you're no longer feeling that Care Bear stare. It is completely safe if you choose to keep the stare going, Care Bear stare going. But if you'd like to, you can kind of pull that back in and trust that whatever else is needed will continue. Bringing it back to ourselves, though, if that's what feels comfortable. I'm just gonna place one hand on your heart and another hand or fingertips over your third eye. I'm gonna take that third eye, take that hand that's on the third eye and just move it to the top of your head, the crown of your head. Yeah, that's great. Just making sure all of the energy is back and contained. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all again, each and every one of you, for your offering, for your work. You can bring your hands to your heart, you can bring them down, you can bring them in prayer, whatever you feel called to do. Again, this is just about your comfort. As you are comforted, you shine brighter. As you feel supported, you illuminate at a higher rate, a more expanded rate. So remember, it is not only nice to support and find comfort for yourself, but it's necessary to the type of work that we get to partake in. So again, I really, really want to honor each and every single one of you for feeling called to this work and for showing up in whichever way you did. I thank you so much. I love you so much. And I send you so many blessings. Mwah. Thank you. And if you have, I'm going to stop.